I was auditioning for the first X-Men. My passport was expiring under 6 months, which apparently you're not supposed to travel, blah, blah, blah. So they were like, whatever you do, don't tell them that you're here for work, because they'll ask for a work visa. Say you're here for pleasure. And I'm like, oh, my good God. I have to lie to a customs officer. And so I'm working myself up so much through the line. I'm like, okay, I just have to have a backstory. I got a backstory, and I have to believe it. And so it gets there, and he was like, business or pleasure? And I was like, pleasure? What are you doing for pleasure? My brother's getting married. And he was like, where's he getting married? Wimbledon. Is he American? Yes. Do you have an invitation? No. Are you telling the truth? No. No. I have a work visa, and my passport expires, and I'm not even supposed to be here. And then I had to sit in a tiny little jail for like 5 hours while they called my employer. I felt tiny.
Well, you got to spend time here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, is it correct? Do we need to apologise? Were we not that welcoming to you?
No. No, most people are so welcoming.
But
customs agents, not so much. I'm sure customs is a pain for everybody, right? It's a little bit of like, I got somewhere to be. No, you guys love it? Perfect.
They live here. It's quite easy to get in. You just walk through.
I'm in the line of 1800 waiting. No, I went up to, when she was shooting, I was shooting something in Montreal, so I flew back to see the kids and my wife. I remember going through customs, everything was fine, and then 1 week, just got unlucky, and there was a guy about my age, seemed a bit grumpy, and he said, let me see, and he said, yeah, he said, you an actor? And I said, yeah. He goes, what do I know you from? And I said, I don't know if you'd know. I mean, we did the American version of your British Office. Strike one. Oh. I love that show. The UK version. I was like, I get it. I get it. And then he said, who are you visiting? I said, my wife. And he said, is she an actress? And I said, yeah. He said, would I know her? I said, I don't know. And he said, what's her name? And I said, Emily Blunt, as he was writing something. And he went, you? You. Yeah, and he goes, all right, get out of here. And like stamped my passport with a fury.
That's the first pilot that I flew with. His name was Bozo. And yeah.
Gives you confidence.
Yes, yeah. So I was like, hi, how are you? Bozo. Bozo. Okay. And we were up there. We had 5 minutes of film. And we had to turn, we had to coordinate, he and I, and we had other airplanes coming in on us. And there was air combat maneuvers, and we very detailed briefings and everything. So we're going out, and we're just right, I don't know, a couple feet off the deck in the desert. And we're just sweating. I'm sweating in the F-14. And because we were doing heavy maneuvers. And we did a really heavy maneuver. We pulled like 9.5 Gs, and you go out. You got a G suit on, but you just kind of black out. And when I came through, it's like I had my barf bag right here, my side of the thing. I was like, okay, so now I'm going to go get it done so I can do the next take. So I leaned down like this, pulled it out. I was like, just went down like this, and he at that point decided to pull up. And he pulled up so hard and for so long. I mean, I can't do it now. My head literally was touching the ground with the G-force at my spine. And the push to talk was right here. I was going like this, going, Bozo, Bozo, Bozo. And it's like, I mean, he was going up forever. So finally he leveled off, and I had the bag in my hand. I said, Bozo. Didn't you see? You get a check. You didn't tell me you were going to do that. My head was like, what? He says, yeah, they don't call me Bozo for nothing.
The May family have been to Paris,
I know
haven't
where
you?
you're going with this.
I love this story. This is so Irish.
We camped all over the world. My parents we had this giant, big orange tent that slept 7 of us. My mum had a little stove. My dad never got the tent up the way it was shaped on the box. And I remember we woke up to massive... it was crazy and noisy, and my dad was getting dragged out by the gendarme, by the police. And there was whistles going, and my mum was saying, get your hands off him, and we were starting to cry. My mum had her little stove out doing breakfast, and my dad was saying, you are very uptight altogether. And he was dragging them out, and apparently you're not allowed to camp underneath the Eiffel Tower.